What you've seen before is nothing. Wait till you see this video. Rapid response. All information about rapid response to answer comments of this nature are covered at the end of the video. The intro will now highlight only a snippet of what is about to happen, with much more in full context. This video highlights how peaceful and easy it is to challenge their jurisdiction in a peaceful, controversial, civil way. If you don't want to watch the intro, check out the time marker for the time point where the full context starts.
This was my case. This is legitimate paperwork. I can pull up the whole file off my case for you. This is direct off the government websites. All the links are there. I haven't sat there on my computer on Facebook going, that sounds good, I'll fucking add that to it. This is official.
What's your name?
Mikey. Yeah. This is official, man. Why didn't we stand here so confident? Because we know we're stood in the law, mate.
Well, let's just have a little chat. Everyone calm down a minute and have a little chat.
I don't need a wet ink signature, just so you know.
But yeah. I'll tell you what you need. No, it's not a debate. No, it's okay, I want to show you.
Listen,
listen, then don't wait. Listen.
I'm just taking you through, let me take you through my stuff. So I'm going to take you on to that.
Yeah,
say your bit and then let
that's what I'm saying.
speak.
No, I agree.
We're not going to...
You just asked me a question.
Are you the tenant?
No.
Right, then I'll talk to
I'm a rep.
No,
I'm a representative of the tenant.
Right, I will only talk to the
And
tenant.
he will only... No. You will go through... You'll go through me. That's why I'm here. No.
We'll wait for the police and we'll go through the police.
Okay, let's wait for the police then.
Fine. All right, mate.
Just very briefly then, obviously you're trying to communicate and share your information. What do you think the problem is here?
To be honest, it's a bit of a grey area because, I mean, to be fair, these guys seem a bit more professional than usual and they actually seem to know what they're talking about. So if they are going to produce a High Court writ with an embossed stamp, first, I'm going to be fucking gobsmacked. Secondly, it's fair game, yeah? However, I don't believe we're going to see it, but I'm just literally guessing now. So we've got to see what turns up. If they've got a proper warrant, and we've got the judge's name, and there's a phone number to verify it, and we've got the rubber stamp on it, then we'll go from there. If we got a little shitty bit of paper with a little fucking stamp on it that I can go and buy from the pound shop with no signature, no accountability, and doesn't meet their criteria for a validation of a warrant, then it's just forward at play as usual, isn't it?
You're not putting your finger up me.
Mate, I will do, mate, when we drag your asses to court. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take you for a bit of a journey here as to what they can and can't do. We're still waiting for a High Court writ, and I'm going to take you onto that journey in a minute. Firstly, I'm going to show you, this is official documentation from Fotio versus Regina. Regina versus Fotio. If you want to make a call and just legitimise this document, you're more than welcome. I'm a first-hand witness. In there, direct from the Crown Prosecution. It's a CPS letter, yeah, official.
Why we're here?
I'll explain, mate.
If you listen.
No, listen.
No, he's actually...
Listen, well, stop.
Okay.
If you're going to do an investigation,
I'm listening.
You act up, well, don't talk then.
Diligent. Just watch your language, please.
No, it's okay. I can swear. I can swear. I'm over 18. A court order is a judgment or ruling that is officially given by a judge. Employee right of access removed. So unless you've got a warrant,
you're saying he's vulnerable.
Yeah, no. We're protecting him. Without a warrant, guys, you can't come on the property. Without a warrant, you're not coming on the property. Because we stand time and time again. You lot support the bailiffs.
Yeah, well, look at that. Maybe
you're not coming on here.
I've not even spoken to the bailiffs.
You're not coming on the property. Yeah. Get out of here with that.
No dogs here.
So why are you wandering around with the weapon out?
Are you intimidated?
Yes, I am. You're here supporting bailiffs. Yes, I'm intimidated. No, you're not allowed on the property, mate. You need to get off the property, then, mate. You need to come on, mate. Get off the property, mate. Come on, mate. Off the property.
Don't touch me.
Off the property.
Excuse me, officer.
Come on. Officers! You got an aggravated trespasser!
Aggravated trespass.
You can't prove your claim, mate. It's an aggravated trespass, aren't you?
No,
it's implied right of access removed.
Don't touch me.
Stand down there and I'll show you. Stand down there, I'll show you. I'm not touching you. Come down there, I'll show you the law around how you're making mistakes.
You're pushing me.
I'm not.
You're pushing.
I'm not. I mean,
Ladies have to be removed.
Don't do it.
Are you stopping us from leaving?
Yeah. The thing is, though, with this, the laws are still the laws. What you've got with the issue we got with the lower courts are issuing the warrants. They've got no legitimacy. So what you've got here, you come under these rules, yeah. Unless you've got a proper writ, and I'll show you.
Listen, you don't need a writ.
Yeah.
You do. No, you do. No. You need a writ. You need a writ. No, you need a writ.
It's only peaceful entry. Now we've got the CPS report there that states it's peaceful entry. Now this is not peaceful entry. What you need to do is go to the High Court, and you need a High Court writ.
No.
Listen, can you listen? You can agree. You can agree that's an official letter from the CPS, yeah?
I don't know, mate.
That is. That was my case.
No, that's just
you can contact
it was my. You can check this out, mate. All right. You just go onto that there. So this is from the CPS when bailiffs cannot enter a property. Bailiffs cannot enter a property by force, for example, pushing past you. If there's any children under 16 or vulnerable people between the hours, yada 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 yada. Anything except the doors, you're not allowed to start using locksmiths and shit either. If you do not let the bailiff in, they can take things from outside your home. If reasonable force is not granted, then the enforcement agent cannot enter the premises unless they are invited inside. The only way you can do it, and by force, you need a High Court writ.
Do you know about HMO rules?
It doesn't matter. HMRC,
It does.
HMRC is UK private jurisdiction in the HMCTS. That's not the People's Court.
No.
HMO
It's the wrong jurisdiction.
Totally different rules. Totally different rules.
It's not.
No. The rules of evicting people and the rules of warrants and how they're legitimate is across the board. It doesn't matter what the issue is. It's the same thing. Now, if we go on to, let's go on to this one here. Look, this is your guys' rules in the UK. All right. Court order or warrant or possession of legal process, county high court. Due process is a legal requirement for both civil and criminal matters. The judge makes the order first to issue a warrant of possession. If he did not receive a court order, ask to see the printed order. A court order is a judgment of a ruling. Essentially, nothing can exist without a correct court order. So have you got a copy of the original court order with
Listen, we don't need one.
you? You do.
HMO.
So this is your rules of the UK.
Right,
Listen,
listen,
I'll get you to talk. Listen, hang on. I'll get you to talk to someone.
Videos,
Listen,
yeah?
I'll
We do this all
listen,
the time.
I'll get someone to come over. And
Are you recording as well?
She knows more about
That's
it.
fine, but you need
So what was your name again?
Waste Dean.
Can I see your ID? Didn't see your ID, Dean. Are you recording as well?
Yeah.
Dean Moffat, High Court Enforcement.
That's it.
Have you got anything that legitimises that warrant? Could someone go onto the High Force in Courtman and see if he's registered?
If you don't know, you can't ask.
I just advise you, your SIA licence actually needs to be on show.
It's not SIA license.
Is it not SIA?
No.
You've got an SIA badge behind it.
Yeah, behind it.
Yeah, so it needs to be
I'm
on.
not SIA.
Oh, you're not?
No. That's
Okay.
my court warrant license.
So it's a court licence, is it?
That's my court enforcement license.
All right, okay, fair enough.
It is.
I'm doing an independent report today. Could you just tell me why you're here today?
None of your business.
No, okay, that's fine. Do you want to say why you're here today?
No comment.
Okay, do you want to say why you're here today? That's fine. Thank you. If you change your mind, just let me know. I'll get your side of the story. Why are you here today?
I'm here to support the gentleman who lives in this house here, who's in a civil matter, and they're trying to post bailiffs on him. They've got no agreement with him. They've taken his property, won't return it. He said he'd leave the property if they want to leave the property, but he wants his stuff back. But no, the landlord's not going to give him his stuff back, and he's just threatening to come here now and look him out of there. So, I mean, that's not right, is it?
So there's a civil dispute going on.
There is indeed. He's negotiating with him. He's told him, offered him terms, said, listen, give me my stuff back, because he did have an agreement with the man. He was fixing the house up, and he was getting a free room for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Now he's taking all his stuff, the landlord, and just.
No, we're not touching anyone. We're defending the property, and that's it.
We're standing our ground. You can't push past us. Yeah.
You've seen it, mate. You've seen it. This is the official letter of the.
No, you can't.
Listen, take your time.
I'll push it back.
Mate, listen, if you want, mate, ring up the court now, and if you want, mate, ring up the court now and confirm that number. This was my case. This is legitimate paperwork. I can pull up the whole file off my case for you. This is direct off the government websites. All the links are there. I haven't sat there on my computer on Facebook going, that sounds good, I'll fucking add that to it. This is official.
What's your name?
Mikey. Yeah. This is official, man. Why didn't we stand here so confident? Because we know we're stood in the law, mate.
Well, let's just have a little chat. Everyone calm down a minute and have a little chat.
How painful was that shit?
Too tough for that. It's a bit twitchy. Right.
You want to show me?
Listen,
Hello, love.
Mikey.
I'm Mikey.
Amy.
Amy.
Listen, you guys seem professionals. That's a good start. We don't normally get that. Right. You two, are you two together?
We are, yeah.
You got matching, well, not matching, but you know what I mean. Right, this is the judiciary system. This is justice of the peace. These are people with wetting signatures, so there's accountability. So if they haven't got none of that, and I'll cover that in the next document, then it's not a legitimate warrant.
I don't need a wet ink signature, just so you
No,
know. But yeah.
I'll tell you what you need. No, it's not a debate. No, it's okay. I want to show you.
Listen,
You're not going to listen, then don't. Oh, wait, you're not going to listen.
I'm just taking you through. Let me take you through my stuff. So I'm going to take you onto that.
Yeah, go for it.
So what it says here, all right, this is official paperwork. It was my court case, all right, from CPS, and they literally state when a bailiff cannot enter the property. Bailiffs cannot enter by force, for example, pushing past you,
right.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Game over. There's going to be no peaceful entry. And obviously, and again, if we feel we need your weapons, you've got a big unit with you there. I'm only a little guy, so you can imagine when that's going to
You're
go.
saying you're going to use weapons?
No. If we got to start defending the place, if we got to defend ourselves, because you're a big, intimidating guy.
Yeah, but what
It
makes
don't really
you?
matter the size of something.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it does. Look at me. I'm a little bit. He'll eat me alive. All right. He'll spank me down the fucking road. All right. Court order and warrant. Now, you can see the official things there, yeah? This is from the Justice Gov.
Yep.
A court warrant, yeah? So the court warrant, we need to see, because it hasn't been sent out, so we need to see a copy of the printed order. A court order is a judgment, a ruling officially given by a judge first to issue a warrant of possession. Was the warrant of possession issued?
I'm not here under a warrant of possession. Never said I was.
So what are you?
No, carry on.
No worries. Who receives a copy of the judgment order? In fact, hold on, let me just cover that. The claimant plaintiff gets a copy of the judgment,
Yep.
or of the defendant respondent is supposed to get a copy.
Yep.
All the defendant needs to have, he can appeal, blah, 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 blah. A warrant of possession should have been issued by an office within the court.
That's right, yeah.
It should have a signed and sealed, should have a signed and sealed, it should be signed and sealed by the issuing court,
Yep.
whether by a judge or the magistrates.
Yep.
Impression on the paper, be an embedded watermarked to deter forgery,
Yep.
stamps to validate a document original signatures with inked emblem, I've forgotten how to read today,
Yep.
with inked emblem and identification. So it needs to be like a proper stamp.
By the High Court, yeah.
Right. So listen, if we've got that and it's all legitimate, then obviously we ain't got a leg to stand on. But we need to see the relevant paperwork. And by the relevant paperwork, it's not going to be like some little fucking stamp that says county court on it.
No, it's not. Right, carry on, yeah.
Well, listen, no, let's see it then.
No, I never said I was here with a writ of possession.
No, but you can't just kick people out.
I didn't say that, did I?
To start, if you want to start, physically removing.
Listen,
Are you
say
the
your bit
tenant?
and then let
No, that's what I'm
her
saying.
speak.
You're
No, I agree.
We're not going to.
You just asked me a question.
Are you the tenant?
No.
Right, then I'll talk to
I'm
the
a rep.
tenant.
No. I'm a representative of the tenant.
Right, I will only talk to the
And
tenant.
he will
We'll
only
wait for the police to come
You will
and
go
then
through.
we will-
You'll
no,
go through
no,
me.
we
That's
will
why I'm
go
here.
through the police.
No.
We'll wait for the police and we'll go through the police.
Okay, let's wait for the police then.
That's fine. All right, mate.
Just very briefly then, obviously you're trying to communicate and share your information. What do you think the problem is here?
To be honest, it's a bit of a grey area because, I mean, to be fair, these guys can seem a bit more professional than usual, and they actually seem to know what they're talking about. So if they are going to produce a High Court writ with an embossed stamp, first, I'm going to be fucking gobsmacked. Secondly, it's fair game, yeah? However, I don't believe we're going to see it. But I'm just literally guessing now. So we've got to see what turns up. If they've got a proper warrant, and we've got the judge's name, and there's a phone number to verify it, and we've got the rubber stamp on it, then we'll go from there. If we got a little shitty bit of paper with a little fucking stamp on it that I can go and buy from the pound shop with no signature, no accountability, and doesn't meet their criteria for a validation of a warrant, then it's just forward at play as usual, isn't it?
So with reference to the the Digital Communication, the Electronic Communications Act 2000, Section 7, there has to be a name of an individual.
Yeah, there needs to be an individual because that still needs to be. Yeah, you still need to prove the claim, not just print off the fucking internet and say this. And now we need to be able to directly speak to the person and confirm that order's come from them. There's meant to be a wetting signature there. Even with your digital stuff, the minimum thing you need is a contact name and number because if anyone can write anything on the document. If there's no name on the document, they're not attaching the title to the office and therefore it's got no authority.
You're not putting your finger at me. Sorry, mate.
I will do, mate, when we drag your asses to court.
Yeah, drag my ass to court.
I've got to upload this to show it. I can't just throw it off this.
Yeah,
Calm down.
Anyway, I'm calm, mate. Don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me.
Warrior, described in former times as a brave or experienced soldier or fighter. Synonymously, soldier, fighting man, or a combatant to any of a number of standing poses in which the legs are held apart and the arms are stretched outwards. In this video, Mikey will take you through an introduction for why rapid response is now growing nationwide. There are many people like Mikey, also featured in previous videos going back 12 months and beyond. From my observations, like others before him, Mikey is not only a veteran, he is also a warrior. He's also sovereign. Sovereign can be described as a supreme ruler, whether it be heavenly or earthly, such as a monarch, or even oneself. Even a British gold coin has been termed sovereign. In modern democracies, the people's will is in theory also sovereign. What we are now starting to see more and more in these videos is the power of the people, for the people realistically are sovereign to themselves. They are also deemed supreme, absolute, conducting their self unlimited, unrestricted, unrestrained, unbounded, boundless, infinite, ultimate, unconditional, full, utter and paramount principles of chief dominance from within, all for and on behalf of their fellow man, woman and child. In other words, take a very good and effective sovereign stance. Are you sovereign? Are you a warrior? If your answer is yes, then you're a sovereign warrior, and you did not realise it until now, because the likes of police, in many cases, will gaslight you to believe otherwise. Speaking of police, Sir Robert Peel's 9 principles of policing that modern day police officers appear to show utter contempt on a daily basis. Number 1. The basic mission for which the police exist is to prevent crime and disorder, not incite it. Number 2. The ability of the police to perform their duties is dependent upon public approval of police actions. Number 3. Police must secure the willing cooperation of the public in voluntary observance of the law to then be able to secure and maintain the respect of the public. Number 4. The degree of cooperation from the public that can be secured diminishes proportionately to the lack of impartiality, integrity, and both illegal, unlawful use of physical force. Number 5. Police are to seek and preserve public favour, not by catering to public opinion, but by constantly demonstrating absolute impartial service to the law. Number 6. Police should only use physical force to the extent necessary to secure observance of the law or to restore order, only when the exercise of persuasion, advice, and warning is found to be insufficient. Number 7. Police, at all times, should maintain a relationship with the public that gives reality to their historic tradition. And remember, the police are the public, and the public are the police. The police being only members of the public who are paid to give full-time attention to duties incumbent on every citizen and in the interest of community welfare and existence. Number 8. Police should always direct their actions strictly towards their functions and never appear to usurp the powers of the judiciary. Lastly, number 9. The test of police efficiency is the absence of crime and disorder, not the visible evidence of police action in dealing with it. Those are the 9 principles for policing. If this is the fact of the matter, then why do we have police officers claiming to act in the office of constable when in fact they are corporate police officers appearing to undermine the people they are supposed to serve and protect as constables?
We need to talk to him.
One of them is an ex-husband. Is that an ex-husband? Oh no, it's alright. I know you will, but I'll only talk to him.
Just
We're having a private conversation. You might not record it.
I'll try and leave it to ladies. Yeah, we'll walk over it.
It's just for transparency. Can I just say, you look like you're very professional. Thank you for that.
You're right, you're right.
Thank you for your professionalism.
You're right.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do here, we're going to take you for a bit of a journey here as to what they can and can't do. We're still waiting for a High Court writ, and I'm going to take you onto that journey in a minute. Firstly, I'm going to show you, this is official documentation from Photio versus Regina. Regina versus Photio. If you want to make a call and just legitimise this document, you're more than welcome. I'm a first-hand witness. In there, direct from the Crown Prosecution. It's a CPS letter, yeah, official.
Why we're here?
I'll explain, mate.
If you listen.
No, listen.
No, he's asking.
Listen, stop.
Okay.
If you're going to do an investigation,
I'm listening.
you act up. Yeah, well, don't talk then.
Diligence.
Right. When can the
One person for me.
Can we?
Correct, didn't you?
Can I just talk to one
Do you know what? Can you identify yourself, please?
Stuart.
Can I see your warrant card?
What card is here?
All right. So we can confirm here is under the office of constable. It says that. So remember that you're under the common law to keep the peace. You're not here as a policy enforcer, so you should have your hat on as well.
Not
Do you
necessarily.
want to get yourself in uniform?
Necessarily, chap.
Right. So can you agree that's an official documentation from the Crown Prosecution Service?
There's a headed note paper with CPS on it.
Okay, and you can see a reference number?
Okay.
Okay. What does it say there, please? If you can read it out loud. Can you read it out loud?
Well, if it's down here, it's written down.
Right, I'll read it for you. So when can a bailiff enter the property? And we'll skip straight to the good bit. Bailiffs cannot enter by force, for example, pushing past you, if only, and we'll just stop there. So they can't, if there's no peaceful entry, they have to go around. They cannot use locksmiths or do anything to break in. Only reasonable force is granted, then the enforcement agent cannot enter if they've been declined it, and they have to turn around. Now, first case witness to my case with HJ Everett, he literally said, because I threatened them, that if they come onto the property, we're defending it, and he judged it. Basically, it got thrown out as not guilty. I didn't threaten anybody, and we had the right under the Castle Doctrine to defend the property, and he's a witness to that. And obviously, he's also confirmed there that at the point we told him no peaceful entry, it was on the bailiffs to turn around and leave. Now, on this case, there was 15 police assisting 8 bailiffs who are all fucked as well. So you just want to bear that in mind.
Just watch your language.
No, it's okay. I can swear. I can swear. I'm over 18.
Yeah, but in the public.
No, I can swear. There's no law against swearing.
That's it from my benefit.
Okay, you're not public. I don't care.
It's up to you.
It's quite simple.
Okay.
All right.
I've just asked you.
If you get a verified criminal complaint, I'll stop swearing.
I've just asked you to.
Has anyone complained to you?
No, I'm just asking you.
So you're acting subjective.
I'm just asking.
You're being subjective.
Okay. Carry on, please.
Not interested in subjectivity. Just
Carry on,
facts.
please.
Okay. Cool. So let's go on to the next document. So you can see there. This is all off the direct government website. Yeah, your boss. Yeah. See that www. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So a court order and a warrant of possession, legal process, blah blah blah. Due process is a legal requirement for both civil and criminal matters. Civil being the one you're not meant to work with. The judge makes the order first to issue the warrant of possession. If he did not receive the court order, asked to see a printed copy of the order. So we've asked for that, still waiting. A court order is a judgment or ruling that is officially given by a judge first to issue a warrant of possession. Bailiffs use warrants of possession issued by the court to evict. It is not a court order or judgment which must come first. The judge signs the order that gives the instructions of the warrant of possession. So if they can't produce the order to back up their warrant, which I'm going to guess they can't do, then they're kind of acting unlawfully and you're going to have to arrest them.
So, yeah, but
Who receives
how does this pertain to why we're here now?
Okay, what
You're giving me the background. But
yeah,
why does it
so
pertain
what
to
bit of
here now?
paperwork do you think they're about to pull out their arse to
I
try
don't
and...
know, because you've stopped me from going over.
So what they're going to do now, they're going to produce a warrant. Now, if it's legitimate based on these rules by your boss, then it's great. We'll stand out the way. If it's a High Court writ and it's got an embossed stamp and a name and a wetting signature, and we can phone up to make sure it's legitimate, and the bailiff's name is on the warrant, then it's good to go.
But why are we here now? Regarding from your point of view. So what's the property here?
Because you're here there, because they're currently here going to try and take a property, as far as we're concerned, unlawfully. Unless they can prove...
Who owns the property?
Unless they can prove it's a legitimate warrant.
I'm just asking. I'm just trying to get all the facts.
It's a gentleman that
Right, you need to listen to what I'm...
Gentlemen.
Listen, you're not really listening, are you?
I am listening.
So what we need... So what we need...
I need to speak to him as well.
Yeah, cool. So, you know, not yet, you don't. So what you need to do here, who receives a copy of the judgment order? The claimant plaintiff gets a copy of the judgment or order. The defendant respondent is supposed to get a copy. So he's not had a copy. The bailiff gets the warrant of possession to execute. The order served on the defendant and all the defendant needs to have. He can appeal once the order is made, blah, blah, blah. Warrant of possession should have been issued by an office within the court. It should have been signed and sealed by the issuing court, whether by a judge, master or registrar. Warrant of possession must have a stamped seal of issuing body. So if that's not got a stamped seal, it's not a legitimate warrant. And that's a 3D embossed stamped seal, not a pretty stamp. Seals may leave an embossed or raised impression. Be embedded as a watermark to deter forgery. Stamps validate a document's originality. So you now know the criteria when you're looking at the warrant. So what we need to do now, we need to get eyes. Hello there. We need to get eyes on the warrant they're claiming to have, and then we need to go through your guys' rules on the validation of a warrant, and then we'll go from there. And then we can agree whether it's a valid warrant or not. If it's a valid warrant, you have my word, we'll step aside.
Where's the gent?
If it's a valid warrant, we'll step aside. You're not dealing with him. If it's a valid warrant, because you're dealing with me. If it's a valid warrant, we will step aside.
Who are you in relation to him?
Who's in charge? Who's in charge?
senior here.
Who's most senior, please? Are you more senior?
I'm a dog handler, I am, mate.
Oh, yeah. You lot seem to be more friendly. I don't know why.
Well, I've just had a report that there's 3 dogs here that people are threatening to set on the officers. That's the only reason I'm there.
Who said that?
Right.
Who said that?
That's the report I've got, right?
And are you recording? Who's recording? All right. Any reason you didn't tell us?
Who's in the property at the moment? So I just
I've
want to make.
just told
Did you?
Yeah.
I'll let you off then. All right.
Is that a gentleman name?
Listen, you're not dealing with him. No, I'm here. You're dealing with me.
If he's there.
I'm his representative. I'm telling you what the criteria.
I'd like to speak to him.
But you're not going to talk to him. He don't want to talk to
Why can't I
you
talk to
because you're talking to me. He's vulnerable.
Yeah, that's why we're here as well.
And we're here to protect him from you. All right. There's employee right that's just removed. So unless you've got a warrant,
You're saying he's vulnerable.
Yeah, no. We're protecting him. Without a warrant, guys, you can't come on the property. Without a warrant, you're not coming on the property.
You just told me he's vulnerable.
Why do you need protecting?
Because we're here because you had bad bullies trying to take his house off him. That's why. And you guys are not here. You're not here. You're not here to assist. Okay.
I'm here to make sure that he's
Okay.
right.
You're here to police by consent. If he doesn't want to talk to you, you're not talking to
Where is he?
him. You're not coming on the property.
They weren't before.
Guys, can we get linked arms here? These guys aren't coming on the property.
He's okay.
Do one of you want it when you're standing up? Sorry, lovely. Whilst you're standing around, do you want to just?
Tommy, he's
Do
vulnerable.
you want to just pull up the R versus White judgment about you guys assisting bailiffs? Because
Assisting bailiffs, I want to make sure that he's okay.
you're not going in there.
Do you need
How do you know
many
it?
of
Right.
Just
We
one of
think-
you?
I don't get what your issue is.
Because we stand time and time again. You lot support the bailiffs.
Yeah, we'll look at that.
You're not coming on here.
I've not even spoken to the bailiffs.
You're not coming on the property.
But I don't know
You're
what
not.
their
You're
issues
not
are.
coming on the property. We're here. All you need to do is legitimise the warrant. If it's legit, we'll walk away. If it's not legit, you need to make them go away. If you assist them, then I suggest that you'll be arrested.
We're here for the King's peace. That's the same. I'm trying to make sure.
The King's not here.
You're here for our
You're here for our peace. Not, no. We don't operate under the King. We're outside the UK jurisdiction. The King's a fucking nonce, mate.
You're here for our peace.
You're here as a constable. You show me your warrant card. You're still understood under officer constable, which means you're working for the people.
I'm not working.
No.
King's servant.
No. You just You just mucked up.
I'm a crown
You just showed me your warrant card, putting you in the office of constable, mate.
Hey, and what's this? What's this? It's a crown. What is that on top of there?
That's an
That's a
anatomical
crown.
crown.
We've all got crowns, so you're here for us. Yeah? You're not here for the king, you're
Right.
here for us.
So what you've just done is stepped outside your office of constable. You showed me your ID card. Can you produce your warrant cards, please, guys? Produce your warrant card, please.
I don't think we really need to.
You do need to. I'm asking. You do. Section 90, mate. Get it out. Are you refusing to identify? Are you refusing to identify?
From this.
No. I want to see your warrant card. I want to see your warrant card. No, because you don't want to step in the office of constable.
The gentleman here has made a report to the police. I've seen the report made by his care worker about him getting assaulted by these men. They come in his house, they've damaged his stuff, they've robbed property. She's not here at the moment, but we've seen the report. Now the report clearly shows that you haven't been there to assist him.
It's the first time I've even come to this address.
But they're here now, and they haven't been arrested, and they're still intimidating him.
How they
They haven't got a
over there?
warrant. They haven't even got a warrant. Never mind a high court writ. Now a high court writ, they can use locksmiths. They can go in and they can physically remove him. But unless they've confirmed they haven't got a writ, they've got a warrant.
I've not spoken to them. All I want to do
What's that got to do with you?
Well, I'm trying to work out what the context is, mate.
You don't need
Context is
to.
important.
You don't need to, mate. All you need to worry about is what a legitimate warrant is and whether they got one. The next thing you need to worry about is whether you're going to allow them to break the law.
So what is this?
So this is the Crown Property.
Yeah.
Are you acting as a group or collective or
I'm an independent journalist investigating the police. Just letting you know where I am.
That's fine. What I'm saying is that were you acting as like
And
No, I'm not going to interfere with what you're doing.
Start watching his videos and his documentaries, you will leave the police force. You'd be so ashamed of who you're working for when you start watching the videos.
You haven't seen
and
them
you
yet.
look at the evidence.
Unless you've sworn another.
I suggest you get a coffee and you have a look at the videos because you're all banged to rights.
First line, please.
I can read it.
was that it's the first time with me, so I haven't done anything to this gentleman, have I?
You're all
You've got to stop taking it so personal.
No,
But it seems like it's kind of language. You see, it's quite personal.
You've got. The thing is.
that's off the police last week. On his video, battered me, kidnapped me, trafficked me through the city, then let me out without charge because they realised I was on private property.
myself?
And you did. No, but it's the same. It's the same now, yeah. So it's like the officer jumps on me now, yeah. Like you were stood here, yeah. I'm fearful that you might jump on me because you don't know your job. You don't know the law.
It's my body language being
You're
aggressive
geared up,
towards you.
Yeah.
He's just said apparently.
I do that. That's literally that's where I hold my hand.
You're geared up. You're geared up. For
There you go.
everything.
Confirmation. He doesn't want to speak to the police. So.
What's the chap's name?
Doesn't matter. It's none of your business.
Okay.
Mate, all you need to worry about is
Okay, if you've been instructed, so
No, but at the end of the day.
No,
I'm going to find out.
no. You're being obtuse. All you need to worry about is it a legitimate warrant? That's it. Just go and do your job, see if it's a legitimate warrant. That's all we need to worry about. Well, go away.
Have you ever come across a situation like this before?
Have I ever come across this situation?
Yeah, like
With
this.
these gentlemen?
No,
Yeah.
this kind of situation with how civil matters.
With civil matters, we deal with a lot of civil matters. And if we can find them out to be civil, we try and mediate in certain way, shape or form.
Just
And
to
that's what
advise you, I do investigate the police on a matter of public interest, and obviously your conduct has been fairly reasonable. Can I say that? However, what happens after will depend on whether this warrant is actually legal. But strong suspicion they're actually uttering.
That's what we're here to find out and to basically keep the King's peace. I appreciate this gentleman's standpoint in that he feels that he's outside of the UK jurisdiction and legal process. That's entirely down to him, however he wants to live his life and however he wants to produce himself. But at the moment, can you give us a few minutes?
Yeah, can I just ask you to get a sergeant down here, please? Because the sergeant has a little bit more understanding about what's going on. I know you're a PC, you know, but a sergeant or an inspector, even better.
Give us a few minutes,
Thank
we
you.
can have a confab and find out what the other side of it is.
Cheers. Right, so they're currently now trying to establish what's going on, so let's go and find out what's going on.
Have we got a sight of the warrant yet, guys? You don't need a fucking warrant, mate. I've just shown these people, like, not that they wants to read it. I've got the rules here, mate, of the Crown Criminal Procedure Rules. You know the thing they're meant to be following? Like, to keep fucking, like, stop people breaching peace.
Just stop the language for a bit, because there's no keep for effing. That's really disrespectful for us, isn't it? You just keep it effing for us.
You can't, listen, you can't, she's with me, you can't be offended by bad language. Listen.
I don't know this lady, do I? You've never met this lady before.
You're not a person, you're acting as.
Now they're putting them in the back of the van for a private conversation to conspire.
Why can't you have an open conversation? It's legitimate. You've seen what a legitimate warrant is.
Privacy, that's what we're doing, because like you know, you can't have privacy in public.
Spot on, mate, yeah.
So
no, spot on the ball, mate.
Yeah.
Fuck me, bailiffs know stuff and all, I like it.
I know, but these are getting angry over it, and we're creating our own privacy.
No, what we're getting frustrated with, no, I'll tell you why I'm getting angry, because he's not willing to read the documentation, but he's claiming he knows what a valid warrant is, but no, articulate to me, you said you know what a valid warrant is.
I'm not going in.
But you can't articulate to me.
I've gone through
whatever, mate.
Taking these corporations into the back of your van. What's going on?
Oh, hang on. Right, watch yourselves.
So it looks like the police are creating a little bit of a scene here with traffic jams. However, they do have to be here to investigate, so let's see how the investigation goes.
So that's what a genuine court order is and what they can do, and then none of you are willing to look at it.
And to make a plan of action.
This will be the police assisting. This will be the police assisting in civil matters. Do you understand this?
Right now, that's what they're doing. They're assisting right now.
Do you understand that, Police Spangle?
Yeah, you are.
You are. You've just brought them in for a private meeting.
I can't hear anything.
It's a private meeting.
Can I have a couple of seats in a warm
Baddy,
please?
Baddy.
What's happening there?
What collar number's he, look? What's happening there now? So one of the coppers there, I was taking him through here, he would not read that section there, that top section, which literally tells you what a valid warrant is. Yeah, with the embossed blah, blah, blah. He told me he knows all that and tries skipping past it. When I've asked him to articulate what he thinks he knows, he won't articulate it.
Have you got the card number? What's the card number?
Sorry, I just need to take your number for reference. 27791.
Who's the most senior here? Who took the incident? Where's the cab number? Please.
What are you on about, the most senior?
Is there an incident number? Has it been reported in? So what's the incident number?
The original log number, yeah. What are you to the incident? Are you the person that's called it in?
I'm here to investigate
the
the police.
victim?
I'm just after the incident number to log against.
You're going to give it to
So have you got the incident number?
I don't have it on me.
Well then, can you radio through and get it for us?
Not at the minute, no.
Well, you can, because you've got a radio there. You're not busy.
I am.
Where?
I was actually talking to my colleague.
You've got your hands in your pockets. How about you busy with your hands in your
Just going
pockets?
over the paperwork.
Can I just ask you, what is that?
That's not a problem.
Can I ask you, what is that? Can I ask you, what is
I
that?
actually can't speak to more than
Because you've got a weapon in your hand, ready.
a
What?
weapon in my hand. Give over, mate.
Is that CS? Is that Pava?
No, it's not.
What is it?
No, it's not.
It's got a yellow
All you want to do
trigger.
is get a little video
No,
and get
just
some
asking you, what is it? What is
Get
it?
some looks and
Do
get
you know
some
what it
views.
is?
Because you want to
Read the can.
K9, you know what? If you don't want to explain what it is, that's fine, I know what it is now.
give me opportunity.
But that's not very professional. I'm going to leave you with that thought. It's not very professional.
Show me where it says that.
They've already told
Listen, unless you can show me the official
If he
literature. No.
breaks any rules or regulations
Right.
with immediate
Right,
effect.
right.
he's
Know what I'm doing?
2 years of non-pay rent, and then he's had people in there.
I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know the ins and outs. Right, the thing is, right, This is your rules on the warrant. This is the rules of the warrant. So I'm proving my claim. You're claiming you don't need to do it. Prove your claim. You show me where it says what you're saying.
Well, they're doing that now.
No, show me it. Show me the literature. Show me the literature, or show me where. No.
Get your phone.
Produce. No, I don't need to.
HMO housing.
I put the effort in to show you this.
Listen
No.
to me. All the rules and regulations will be in there.
No.
You can read anything.
You prove your claim.
Waste my time when you can just get on the radio. It would be far quicker to get me the CAD number for this incident. It's not hard. What you're doing is you're refusing to act.
Excuse me. What is that in your hand?
It's bite back for dog.
Bite back. So why have you got bite back for dog out? Why are you now intimidating people's dogs? No one's dog's doing anything. Get out of here with that.
No dogs here.
So why are you wandering around with the weapon out?
Are you intimidated?
Yes, I am. You're here supporting bailiffs. Yes, I'm intimidated. Get away from me.
Put them away because we're fearful that you'll actually...
It's disgusting behaviour. Sorry, guys, mind your backs. Sorry. Just asking who you were, mate. Just asking where you were.
Huh?
Just asking who you were, that's all.
Why, you anybody else who was standing around?
Nobody else is sitting around suspicious eyeing up the property. You were eyeing up the property, mate. What? No, I'm not retarded. I'm not No, I'm not retarded, no.
No, I'm not saying you're retarded, mate.
Yeah.
I'll fight you in the same words, mate. Yeah? I know what you're doing here.
What am I doing?
You're here for your YouTube.
No, I ain't got a YouTube channel.
So why you got a camera on for?
Because this is evidence.
Evidence what?
For when we go to court.
For what for?
When we drag you all up. Because when whoever acts outside the law today gets a private criminal prosecution against them.
If we're here to outside the law, yeah, what would these officers be here?
I think the landlord has got an
You've lied.
Is going to show.
You've lied.
All we need to listen. All we need to see.
Officers.
Hold on. We're getting cross messages there. All we need to see. If it's all legitimate, we'll walk away. That's it.
Mate, you know what, yeah?
All we're asking is proof
You
of...
own the house, yeah, and someone didn't pay
All we're
your
saying-
landlord. No. If someone owned the house, you own
Not
the
get,
house.
not get, listen.
And listen to me.
No.
Before you go off your head,
I'm
yeah?
not interested in all that.
Okay, bye then. Bye. We finished that conversation.
No.
Goodbye.
All-
Goodbye, sir. I don't want to answer your questions.
All I'm interested in...
Your questions, I don't want to answer your
I'm
questions.
not asking any questions.
Bye then.
Making a statement.
Yeah, but your statement, I don't want to hear your statement.
All I want to know is
I
proof...
don't want to hear.
He said, leave it. Don't waste breath.
Yeah, no, mate. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
Sorry, mate. You don't know. I don't know. That's a very niche bit of legislation. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he knows.
What do you want to know?
What's the legislation for him to show us the badge?
Right. Security Industry Act, 2001, Section 9, subsection...
Listen.
Subsection... In fact, if you pull it up and show him,
got it here.
because he won't believe me.
So under the Private Security Industry Act...
SIA.
Hold on.
SIA.
SIA legislation.
Hold on.
I'm not under SIA right now.
So you're not working as an SIA agent today? Well, if you're not working as SIA, that's fine. You don't need to show your badge. But if that's true, only if that's true.
I'm not working under SIA. So I don't need to show you my ID, do I?
You do as a bailiff. You do as a bailiff.
Showing you to the police officer.
No, you show.
Right, you need to identify it to the police and the people.
Not you.
You do.
The tenant, yes. Not
And the person representing the tenant, which is this person here, you need to show him.
what legal ground?
Ask him.
Why? He's not the tenant.
Trust me, just ask him.
He's not the tenant.
He's representing the tenant.
What? Is there legal? Is this solicitor?
You'll have to ask him. Ask him.
Huh?
Ask him.
You got questions? What's that, young man? No comment?
No comment.
What's the problem here? Obviously, you're in the middle of everybody here. What are you trying to achieve? Comprehension of people.
A sensible conversation, that's all I'm trying to achieve. I mean, it's not hard. You've got 5 Spangle cops kicking about, who all they're focused on is I swear when they're offended. Even though everyone's acting as a corporation, the one person that's not acting as a corporation, I drove down with, so she's not offended. So that's all they jump on. All we're trying to do here, I mean, I've got the literature here, it's clear as day. If they show us legitimate paperwork, we'll walk away. And the tennis cops, all they've got to do is produce the fucking paperwork.
Way up, the bailiff's trying it on. The bailiff's trying it on.
There's so much crime going on. This one,
Listen, leave.
Come on, big man. Come on, man. Come on.
I was only coming up to talk.
Come on, mate.
Yeah,
Off the
well,
property.
we can
It's
talk
off the
down
property,
there.
mate. Off the property.
allowed
Come
on
on.
the property.
You're not allowed on the property. It's implied right of access removed. The curtilage.
I'm not allowed on the property.
No, you're not allowed on the property, mate.
Don't touch me.
You need to get off the property then,
Mikey,
mate.
don't
You need
touch
to,
me.
come on,
Don't
mate.
touch me.
Get off the property, mate.
Don't touch
Come on,
me.
mate. Off the property.
Don't touch me.
Off the property.
Excuse me, officer.
Come on. Officers! We got an aggravated trespasser.
Aggravated trespass.
You can't prove your claim, mate. It's an aggravated trespass, weren't you?
No,
It's implied right of access removed.
Don't touch me.
Stand down there and I'll show you. Stand down there, I'll show you. I'm not touching you. Come down there, I'll show you the law around how you're making mistakes.
You're pushing me.
I'm not.
You're pushing
I'm not. I mean,
Ladies actually removed.
don't do it. You're not allowed to push past.
Trying to move him. Like,
Right, you've seen this.
it has to be peaceful.
It has to be peaceful, can't push past. We've still not got sight of the warrant yet, have we?
Come back with us. We're having a chat with you.
Yeah, good lad.
Okay, thank you.
Take a breather, mate. I was only coming up for a little chat.
Well, we don't want a little chat. We can do a little chat down here, can't we?
Mikey, you need to calm down, mate.
I'm calm, mate.
You're not.
I'm calm, mate.
No, man, you're aggressive, lad. You're aggressive.
Yeah.
This is quite aggressive, lad.
No, we're not aggressive,
You're
lad.
aggressive,
You're
I'm not aggressive, mate.
aggressive yet, lads.
Not being funny, mate. Look at the size of me compared to him. I don't think I'm being aggressive, mate.
Is that it?
Aggressive.
You just said
I wonder what aggressive looks like.
I'm assuming you're missing your teeth because someone knocked him out.
There's an infant child in there.
There's a baby in the house as well, so maybe.
Oh, is there?
That. Yeah.
All right, guys, just so you're aware, there's a baby in the house as well. So that falls under the under 16 vulnerable people.
40.
Under six, there's a baby.
In 40 though.
Yes.
In house 40.
In house 40.
And
So that means
that's the house you don't want us to go in.
you're not allowed to go in it, no. And you've seen what the rules are there. There's no peaceful entry, mate.
You want to go in the house if you don't mind me? Just told me there's a baby.
I think that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Yeah, good idea.
What we was discussing.
Now, all you guys need to be doing right now, we just need to get sight of the warrant, don't we? And that crosses everything. If it's a legitimate warrant, we move out of the way. If it's not a legitimate warrant, you move them out of the way. It's that simple, guys. You've got there from your rules.
They're not in the way at the moment, they've gone into the car.
You know what I mean? They're here intimidating, guys. They need to be gone, don't they? By your rules, guys, that's what a legitimate warrant is. Look, even states it down there. Warrant of possession must have a stamp or seal from the issuing body. Seals must be embossed, and have leave an impression on the paper.
To a multi-occupancy dwelling.
Because a court order is a court order. And it has to be a court order. It's the only thing with validation.
Okay, I'm just asking the question.
Yeah.
So we're just showing having
Yeah. No, that's fair enough, mate. That's fair enough. Listen, I didn't animosity. I just get the with dealing with police because you guys are always assisting these.
I'm quite chill.
No, do you know what? You know,
I didn't come to you with like get out of the way, that kind of stuff.
Listen, fair dues.
Right. Okay.
If you don't like shaking hands, do you? Do you want to do what El COVID elbow thug in?
Fisting's a good idea.
And what was your name, bud? Just first name.
I'm Fred.
Fred, I'm Mikey. Oh, come on, people. Fred's a good name. That's an old-fashioned name coming back. That one, isn't it? A lot of the old-fashioned names are coming back now. You notice that?
No way, he's the top of the...
No way, yes.
I'm not sure I'm coming back. I was born in the 90s, so.
Oh, was you? Oh, it's up to our generation to sort this shit show out then. Generation X.
90s.
90s were the best times, man. 90s floating around with a fake ID card, getting served everywhere. Right. Too much time's gone to prosecute. Right, so, yeah, I mean, I don't know how more abundant it is. All we need to be doing now, guys, is we just need sight of the warrant. If it's legit, we move. If it's not legit, we defend the fuck out of the property. Simple as that. What you need to be looking at is R versus Y. Because if you guys are not to assist on bailiffs, that's 2020 case law.
I told you that we're not going to assist
Yeah.
with extricating anybody from the property.
But what you're going to see, if they can't produce a legitimate warrant,
And that's what we're trying to find. That's
yeah,
what we're trying to
but if you're not getting sight of that, then they've got no proof of claim. We've got proof of claim, which means we're going to lawfully defend the property under the castle doctrine, and you guys will have to arrest them, and you guys will need to arrest them for breaching the peace the second they come onto there.
But they've not attempted it.
So when they come on there, we ask them to leave. As an aggravated trespass, they continue. The moment they push past me, you've seen what the rules are. Okay, you've seen what the rules are from CPS, haven't you? So is there any grey areas, is there any questions here?
All we're asking you to do is go so we can sort them out. If you want them gone, leave us to do it if I can.
Can we just get sight of the woman? That's all we need, and it's game over, innit? One way or the other, it's game over. Either we walk away.
That's what we're trying to sort out as well.
Cool.
So that's what I say. If you guys can go to where you're camped over there, we'll sort these.
You ain't brought any coffees with you?
Any what?
Any brews with you? Have a little flask with you?
Electronic Communications Act 2000, Section 7, although it's a warrant without a signature on it, there has to be an individual's name on it.
Yeah. Is it like the judge?
As what?
Is it you're not the judge, the person who's...
Any person who created the document.
So we could,
The stamp
so the likes of yourself
tells you
could
where
bring
it come
up
from.
and confirm
The
it's legit.
individual is who created it.
So as I say, could you guys nip over there? We'll sort out
And the
these
people
guys.
need to see it as well, the people representing.
Just been chill, all right?
Facilitation.
Yeah.
That's your role today, isn't it? And observe for breaches of the peace.
Oh, facilitating, that's all a contentious word, isn't it?
If you're being reasonable and fair, it's good.
So an update, we're going to have a chat with the coppers over here. We're now going to report. We've got
Is it just trustee?
just trustee.
What's the email?
Oh God. Make sure you edit this out. Yeah.
Together we
How, where do you keep getting these cups of coffees from, you?
Yeah, I've got it, you ain't.
Seen some.
No, I don't know what his name is. So, no, it's just some bloke in a flask.
Oh, you got a spare army suit, like?
Couldn't hold that while I drink my coffee, could you?
So what's the report interesting?
So there's two things, aggravated trespass and assault. So in a minute you're going to want to speak to the ladies up there, including the neighbour, because the neighbour and I and the other people asked the bailiff to leave, said this implied right access to move private property, he wouldn't leave. He steamrolled up, putting the woman in fear for her safety, breaching her peace next door. Then I stood in front of him and he's
on drugs.
Yeah, on steroids. So he's got a small cock. So he literally manhandled me, he touched me.
Slow down a little bit. So he's walked up here.
He's gone up there, scared the shite out of the woman at the other house.
On drugs.
She's asked him to leave the property, he wouldn't leave. I've asked him to leave the property, he wouldn't leave. So that's 2 criminal complaints, which I believe makes it verified, about an aggravated trespass, and breach of peace. And then he assaulted me by pushing me and telling me not to push him. He done that narcissistic thing.
And that's why I come back up the drive and I've got all the cameras.
So if you provide us with an email, we'll send over the evidence to you.
He said a specific phrase then.
There's multiple, you've got aggravated trespass.
Yeah, no, after that, when you're given the circumstances.
Implied right to access.
Implied right of access removed and private property.
Implied right to access.
And I can show you the case law on that if you like.
Removed.
Now,
He assaulted you. Did you have your camera rolling?
we have multiple cameras rolling.
So you got footage.
If you supply us with an email, we'll supply you with the evidence. So, you're really lovely, by the way. I like you.
So
She showed
that
you her
email
phone,
address
didn't
that we've
she?
got there, what we can
Didn't
do
pick
is
up
send
anything
a
up,
link
picks
to
her face
that
up.
email address.
Has
that
anyone
gives you,
have all these
like,
cameras
We
that
all
go
seen
in?
it. We all seen it before.
point, so
Has
you
anyone
click
got
on the
footage
link
like
and
that?
then you can upload.
Okay. Okay.
It speaks louder than words.
If there is,
It
well,
helps.
it will come to life. Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Be on the
If we're more people like you, with your tone of voice, and I'm finding you very calming, and it calms me down. You're a good influence over people in these situations. It's quite impressive. So well done for that.
They're going off to tie off whatever paperwork they need to.
Well, this is the thing. I got on video. He told me that they're waiting for the writ to turn up. They haven't got one, mate. They're not going to get
only
one.
take them what they want.
Uttering a fraudulent document. That's a criminal offence.
So if they're going back to come.
Okay. Well, right now your colleagues are about to go and arrest the meathead for assaulting me and aggravated trespass and breaching the peace. And we got multiple witnesses, so it's a verified criminal complaint.
You need to hold it down. Yeah. It's an
But that's what you're here for, isn't it? To stop breaching the peace. So who wants to arrest him? Or do you want me to arrest him?
To get it on.
Do you want us to arrest him and hand him over, or do you want to?
What kind of dogs are they?
I can do it. I've got the same powers as you, mate.
I don't know what they've done.
He's telling you.
Just taking it.
Cross something, isn't it?
So what's happened is, Meathead's gone steaming up the driveway. The neighbours asked him to stop and leave. We've asked him to stop and leave. I've gone in front of him and said he needs to move. He's then assaulted me and pushed
So you
me.
reported it to my colleagues who are dealing.
Yeah.
I'll leave them to do that.
So you need to stop him from leaving for now.
He can't be left now because obviously, like that was me. You'd have me in handcuffs in the back of the van already. So let's not have special treatment today.
Like, what you need to be aware of as well is when you come to these situations, if we weren't here, they would have evicted that gentleman.
He would have been ripped out.
You would have assisted it, and you've put someone on the street unlawfully.
How would we have assisted it?
Because you wouldn't have stopped it. You would have stood here and not stopped
We weren't
it.
here challenging you, and we weren't showing you evidence. If someone was a gentleman or someone vulnerable, they would have, said, "Well, no, look, we've got this. You don't know what you're looking at. You just go, yeah, they've got it." They'll go in and evict that person, but they've done it by fraud by deception.
That's why we've
uttering
turned
a
up.
fraudulent
That's why we turned up and asked them to go and tie off all their people.
and they
make sure
never
they
get
come
it.
back with all the.
But they need to make sure they come back because they can't utter a document, come and commit fraud by deception, and then when they don't produce it, then go along with the day-to-day business.
No, it does. No, we haven't altered it. But if they don't produce the correct warrant now, with everything I've shown you, they're about to drop. If it's not a correct warrant, then you're a first down witness.
But if they come back with the correct documents.
If they come back with the correct documents, it's a different conversation. But if they don't, then you need to be arresting them for under the Fraud Act 2006 because we've just witnessed a fraud from your rules.
And we've shown you, we've walked.
And again, these videos go viral, so you're going to get a choice today as well, whether you want to be hated or loved.
They should have fetched that documentation with them.
No, but we give you an opportunity. Well, no, it's not regardless. It only takes 1 or 2 of you on the day to make the right decision, right, and start getting people on side. We presented you the evidence. We've now got a verified criminal complaint as to the assault, so we now expect to see an arrest. If we don't see an arrest, just like we made the dicks of Merseyside Police, it's going to show you're not working with the people, and you don't care about the people, and you don't care about the freedoms. You're just repeaters and order followers, and you're not actually acting under the officer constable on which you produce your ID card.
You told me that this is meaningless anyway, didn't you?
To me, it is.
So why would you? Why would you care what we do for?
Because you've got a job to do to the people. You've got an oath.
But then hang on.
So have I.
If you're not,
there's only one of us here.
You're not saying that we're going in there under the correct powers and stuff. Then why aren't? You know, you can't have it both ways, can you?
What are you talking about?
You just said that you don't respect our officer constable.
I don't respect you, no.
I've had the Crown Court Judge, Michael Lehman, you can go and question him. He confirmed.
They've gone to go and print something off the internet.
They should have fetched it with them.
Well, that's it.
You've got your hat on, you're not in uniform.
I don't know when the come back.
It's as simple as that.
They might not come
Well, do you not think they might
come back?
So what? So you just let the criminals go then, have you? You haven't given them a time frame. No one's gone with them. This is a joke, guys.
Hang on a minute.
Because what if they don't return? They just escape.
Escort them now to go and get the correct paper.
If they're not producing it, then they're acting in fraud. You've seen that firsthand. You need to arrest them.
No, so you come down and you said they haven't got the documents.
Yeah, but they've claimed to have it. They should have it with them.
Should have it with them.
Right.
So why didn't they show me that?
Ricky, hang on. So if they disappear now, yeah, they go along with the day-to-day business, yeah? You don't arrest them now for what they've done here. They go to another house. Assault.
Listen to what he's saying.
Yeah. So if he turns up again with fraudulent paperwork or says he's got paperwork, then evicts someone, that's causing them loss, harm, and potential injury. That's you breaching your oath of office. As constable.
No, it's not hypothetical.
You just said what?
Is he giving up his job now?
Doesn't.
Right, has he turned round to you now and says, right, I've had enough of this, right, there's my badge, I'm no longer doing this security job, there you go. Has he said that to you? No. So more than likely, yeah, the probably 90% chance that he's going to go and do this again and evict someone unlawfully.
This is what this is now doing. If you guys
they're doing anything unlawful.
No, you have. We've given you the information.
No, you're talking about a warrant.
No, they're claiming to have the relevant paperwork to do the eviction. If they haven't, they're committing fraud.
So they're going to go and clarify their paperwork.
Why has no one gone with them?
In junior school.
If it was me, I'd be arresting pending further investigations, especially with the criminal allegations just made.
And she's got this up.
Yeah. If someone just now, if one of them come at you and said I assaulted them, you'd have me in the back of your van quicker than I could fart.
That's a hypothetical.
No, it's not, mate. This is first-hand experience. This is every time I've been arrested in the last 2 years by you idiots who can't do your fucking jobs. So it's not me guessing. This is the evidence.
No need for us to engage with.
Yeah, go and get back in your crash.
So do you not think they should fetch the paperwork with them, though?
So that's what they've gone to go and get.
They've gone to go and get?
I believe so.
So everything they've done today has been a waste of time because they haven't got the paperwork.
That's your
well, they haven't got the paperwork, so you're sending them away to get the paperwork. That shows how professional they are, doesn't it?
That's where I'll come back.
Or corrupt.
To make sure that they've got everything ready and everything tied off. So if they're going to evict him or they're going to take him, make sure he comes out of the property, they've got all the correct stuff.
So what happens if you come out without your uniform on to a job like this? Will you be sent home to get your uniform on?
But I've got my uniform on.
Yeah, but he didn't come with his paperwork, did he?
But I've got my uniform on, though, haven't I? But you say again, you're talking hypothetical.
You see my point? No, it's not hypothetical. He hasn't fetched his paperwork.
You're saying if. And if is a hypothetical situation.
If is a habit. He hasn't fetched his paperwork.
If is a two level.
He hasn't fetched his paperwork.
No, he hasn't got the document which he's trying to say.
Well, that's the paperwork then, isn't it?
He wants a physical copy, so you're going to go away and potentially get a physical copy. Right? Right?
I'll let you have the last.
You've now got a verified criminal complaint and you let them go.
Yeah, they'll let them go.
Where is he then? Where's the meathead fucking tiny penis fucking bouncer looking motherfucker? He's gone.
No one's complaining. No one's complaining.
What's that?
No one's complaining about the swearing.
Well, okay.
So don't complain yourself.
So, he's committed a crime in front of you and you've done nothing.
Can you not see the problem here, guys?
Get in your van. Talk about it.
Why do we keep on going through this?
Because it's the law, mate.
Give us a few minutes.
Transparency. People are interested in police. Good policing.
Should we go and have a quick contact?
Run away from the people.
We've got
I was enjoying my group coffee.
Yeah, you're not doing your jobs, lads. You're letting people go away that are breaking the law, and you know what you're doing. You just don't want to get involved.
You've got a verified criminal complaint and you let him go.
I just want to say that the bailiffs actually did seem reasonable at the beginning, and the fact that they've gone away, I don't expect them to be back, to be honest. I just want to say they did seem reasonable, but they had to deal with this the best that they could, should we say.
Because of the Home Office county laws, we need your full details.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay, why do you think?
What law says that?
It's the Home Office.
Today I'm operating as a private trustee
Right.
from a private express trust.
Okay. So in order
Hold on a second. Hello, mate. I'm just on the job at the moment. Please, I'll call you back.
Sorry? That's the thing they want to see you sign. Oh, okay.
Okay, bud.
Just a quick man, scared of me. Sorry.
Sorry.
So for us to record it on our systems, I'm not aware of a way that we can do it without.
Well, you need to go and get some. You need to go and seek some advice then.
You can do it by email.
Because how are we going to take a witness statement or victim statement from you without your full details?
You'll get a statement. You can get a statement off me. You'll be an affidavit of fact. I won't be doing none of your paperwork. I work in the private.
Okay, so without that though, how it's not a full complaint to us?
No, it is. It is.
I'm going to seek some advice, just because I'm new, obviously, like I said, I'm still learning this stuff, so I'm going to seek some advice.
I'll give you a name.
That's my understanding.
I'll give you the name.
Will you give me your full details, date of birth?
I'll give you the name of the title I'm operating under, yes.
That you're operating?
I won't have a date of birth on.
Is that like an alias kind of thing?
No, it's not an alias.
No.
It's a title.
A title. Okay.
I'm operating from a private trust.
Okay.
I'm not operating as a legal entity.
Exactly.
Say delete. For anything that you say, just say delete, and then I'll delete.
You have to just bear with me. I'm just trying to work out how we can record it on our system because I've not come across a situation like this before.
Okay.
Okay.
If you wish for an address, you need to email in the email and request it. But email is a perfectly acceptable way to correspond.
That's it. And I understand that you're not very happy with the fact we haven't arrested.
You guys are actually outside your oath of office. You got verified criminal complaints of an assault, aggravated trespass, and you've let the prick go.
I'll just explain to you why we haven't arrested him.
No, you don't need to explain to me. Let me explain to you. I'll explain to you what's going on. I've been arrested 11 times in the last 2 years. No verified criminal complaint. You've now got a verified criminal complaint, and you've refused to let him go. You're giving him special treatment because he's got a pretty uniform on.
Do you want me to explain to you why we haven't arrested him this time?
Go on then.
Okay. So to arrest somebody, we need code G, which is the necessity to arrest. Because we have his full details, the code G is not satisfied in this instance for us to make the arrest.
Right, so why was it when I was last arrested by Merseyside Police, I was happy to give my details, and yet they still arrested me saying I refused to give details. You're all operating from a different handbook.
Criminal complaints, you're handcuffed.
You've got more than 2 witnesses here to the fact, which makes it verified criminal complaint.
I understand that.
So that's enough. So that's in your rules. Yeah. That's enough to make an arrest.
Okay.
So you don't need to do no. If it was just an allegation, you need to carry on your investigations.
Yeah.
When you've got a verified
It's not about
let me finish.
Okay,
let me finish. When it's a verified criminal complaint, you've got the 2 independent witnesses, which makes that a solid conviction.
That's done.
It changes the rules. It means it's an instant arrest.
Okay. It doesn't. We still need to have necessity to arrest.
You've got necessity to arrest. He assaulted me, and I've got 2 witnesses.
He might be at another house now doing exactly the same, uttering fraudulent paperwork and aggravated trespass, assault, and next time there might not be this sort of assistance.
On top of that, we've got video footage of you lot having a private meeting in the back of the van. So we're going to assume that private meeting was, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to let you go, and we're going to dick around the big-nosed veteran and just bore him a little bit, because that's kind of what I feel.
Private meeting with who? Sorry.
You had a private meeting with the private security company in the back of your van.
I didn't.
You is police. You is police.
He's not me. It's
Joint enterprise.
You is corporation.
Okay. Well, I've explained to you that we don't have the necessity to arrest this person at this time.
But you haven't explained to me.
With that. I haven't.
We've got a victim.
Can you explain to me? Can you explain to me your rules on a verified criminal complaint?
What do you mean?
No, you tell me.
I'm explaining to you.
Can you tell me? Can you articulate what a verified criminal complaint is?
I don't understand what you're asking me.
So you don't know what a verified criminal complaint is?
I'm explaining to you the necessity.
Do you know what a verified criminal complaint is?
Okay. Would you like to explain to me what you mean by that?
Would you like to get your notebook out? We'll look together.
I don't need to get my notebook out.
We'll look together. We'll look together.
I'm not going to do that right now. Okay.
So you're going to remain ignorant of the law you're meant to be upholding.
Okay. If that's your opinion.
It's not my opinion. You're getting filmed doing it.
Okay. I'm not going to stand here and argue with it.
I'm not arguing.
I've explained to you why we have to arrest him today. Okay.
Can you explain to me what a verified criminal complaint is?
I think we've made it clear.
Yeah.
I think we've said all.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Let me just check this. Let's see what Google says. No, hold on.
Are you willing to provide any further details?
Hold on. I might be.
You might be.
Might be.
Are you going going to do it now?
What is a verified criminal complaint? We can all learn together.
Are we?
Hold on.
Are you going to provide us any details?
Hold on.
I think we're clear.
Don't walk away.
A verified criminal complaint is where the plaintiff, or in limited cases, the plaintiff's counsel swears to the allegations, demonstrating to the court that the plaintiff has investigated the charges. That's what I thought, you fucking criminal.
Don't feel right now.
They actually got in the car, yeah. So, are they banged to rights again?
They're banged to rights again. Leave with the tail between their legs because they don't even know the law they're meant to be upholding.
Treasonous.
Treason, scum.
Why don't you make us proud one day?
Just 1 minute.
Question.
You just got a question.
So what happens if the bailiffs come back and we're not here? And you've not done your due diligence and checked the paperwork?
Of course. Get off the top of the off the van, please. Why not?
No, because I'm asking you questions.
I've just answered
You're
it.
not just going to run off, mate, because you've got your bank.
Can you come out the road for
I've
us?
just told you what a verified criminal complaint is.
Trusty, can you come out the road for us?
So what we need to know is, what are you going to do if the bailiffs come back?
You can call us if they come back, or we'll come back to stop a breach of the peace again.
Well, basically, we need
But
to
if
leave.
they prevent us from new paperwork, then it's
you need to
different
leave someone
matter.
here to protect this man.
We're not going to stay here 24/7 if that's what you're asking.
Paid, I'm not.
Are you asking us to stay here 24/7?
Because you didn't do your job properly.
Come over. I can't hear you, mate.
Because you didn't do your job properly and you've let the criminals leave and we don't know when they're coming back and you've not told them to come back, you've left that open-ended, you can stay and fucking deal with it. You deal with it when they come back.
You can call us.
No, you can go once you've got someone else here to protect the man.
Are you stopping us from leaving?
Yeah.
No, he's not stopping you. He wants to have a conversation with you because he hasn't finished.
Come back for us.
They're going to now try to arrest me for hindering their shit.
It's my understanding he just wants to ask you some more questions before you leave. Do you have an emergency to go to?
All we want is some security, knowing this guy's going to be safe, which is your job.
Are you planning on hanging around?
No, I've got things to do.
Are you going to go?
I want to go.
That's fine then.
But I need to know that the bloke's safe. I can't leave till he's safe. And you've left it open. You've left it open-ended.
If he comes back with more paper,
no.
that's
Why
fine.
have you let him go? And why have you enabled him to come back? Why have you let the bloke go? You've got a verified criminal complaint against him, and you've let him walk away.
Trust me, we've been over this.
No, you haven't been over this.
We have been.
No. I'm going off being a first-hand witness to every one of my arrests the last 2 years. Not one verified criminal complaint, all done off fucking hearsay, yeah? And I get chucked in the back of a van and banged up. I got banged up 70 days last year.
How many times?
11 times.
It's not going to get
Not
anywhere
one
with
verified criminal complaint. You've got a verified criminal complaint and you're doing nothing about it. You've let them go away without verifying.
Don't blame them, please.
No, I'm blaming them because he's not doing his job.
But because he thought what he's doing is his job.
Trust me on this, mate. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you have to be sorry for that.
We're going to record everything.
It has been recorded.
You have
going to be recorded.
You have more questions for me before you dropped off. So what were your questions to me?
More details from yourself.
What details would you like? It's a private
Name,
trust.
address, phone number.
Right, you've got a name.
Yeah.
You can't have an address.
I'm assuming Trusty's not your birth name, is it?
No, that's what I'm acting as.
Okay, have you got your birth name?
What if you mean the legal
Because we
entity?
need to
If you mean the
record.
legal entity, if you mean the legal entity, we as a trust are the last and power of attorney.
If you're happy to give us all your details,
You've got my details,
Trusty, I need more than just Trusty.
but this is what I'm operating from, a trust.
But I need more than that.
You've got the email.
I still need I don't know your date of birth. I don't know your address.
Trust. Do you want the trust
But I
date
need
of
to
birth?
record. I know I need your date of birth because you're the victim, not the trust.
Let me think this one over.
So
What do you mean by date of birth?
you're claiming you've
What do
been
you mean by
assaulted,
date of
haven't
birth
you?
for, though?
You're claiming you've been assaulted, right?
Yeah, but this is the issue
And
we've
not
got.
trust.
This is what issue we've got. By giving a date of birth, you're going to then commit corporate fraud, and you're going to start writing the name in capitals and everything else.
Right.
That name I've given you is the name I'm operating under. It does not have a birth date.
Right, Trusty. I'm going to drive away now. We're going to record everything, what you've said.
And then you're going to update me on email.
We'll email you.
All right.
All right?
When will that be by?
I don't know.
I need a time frame. Otherwise, because what we should be learning from today is if you leave it open-ended.
I'm not going to let you just ramble at me now.
If it's not rambling, don't tell me I'm rambling.
Trustee.
Right? No, you just.
You're going to let me go now, and we're going to go and record it.
Okay, just give it to the last thing.
Or you're going to replace it.
Bear in mind, bear in mind.
Trustee, you either get out the road.
Are you running more?
Or you're causing obstruction. And he's stopping me from doing my job and leaving.
All right, before you arrest me,
is that the way we want to do
before you arrest me, make sure you've got 2 verified.
I don't want to arrest you. I really don't.
Don't arrest me then. Listen to what I'm saying.
Trust, I don't. Have we been over this?
Let me just cover this last thing and I'll shut up. Right, you just let them walk away. Yeah. So that's been left open-ended. So no, listen. That's been left open-ended. You're leaving this open-ended. All I want to know is, I'm not in front of your vehicle.
Trustee.
I'm not in front of your vehicle.
Cheers.
Well, I'm not, am I? So I'm not in front of your vehicle. All I need to know, guys, is a time frame when I'm going to get this information. So if that time frame's missed, I know I need to chase up. Is that an unreasonable request?
We'll email you.
When?
I don't know.
Within 24 hours?
I don't know.
Within 48 hours?
I don't know.
I just need a time frame.
I don't know.
What is your policy on this?
We'll get back in touch with you
What's your policy?
as soon as we can.
What's your policy on time frame?
We follow the victim's code.
And what's the victim's code on time
We'll
frames?
get back to you as far as we can.
What's the victim's code on time frames?
It tends to vary.
There will be a set.
Still hasn't finished his job yet, basically, because there's more questions to ask. But I'm not sure what's
Give me the information.
the threats are about, to be honest.
Do you know what the
He's just not finished with his conversation.
Hey, Mike. Do you know what the time frame is?
All right, can we remove the obstruction from the highway, i.e.
I'm not put it there. I just need to know time frame. Do you know what the time frame is? I have to get back to you on the. I'm not sure what the terminology is. So he's going to get back to me with today's information, but we haven't got a time frame. I'm just after a time frame. So within your rules, there will be a time frame to talk.
Well, it's up to you. As per the victim code.
If it's up to me, I'll give 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yep. Is it up to me?
Have you got your phone number, things like that?
I've got my contact details.
Got your contact
and
details.
And you'll see when you got the house, when you pull that up, it will tell you how to get the address and the phone number and other stuff you need.
Yeah.
If you want information from the private trust, you've got to pay for it.
We can opt you in if you want as a priority victim, which means we have to get back to you as soon as we can.
What is that time frame on that? Is that 48 hours?
That's all I'm after. Time frame is priority depends on the level of workload across the force.
There must be a cut-off time.
Well, yeah, there'll be.
So that's what I'm after.
Well, we can't give you an exact cut-off time.
But no, but is it in your rules? That's what I'm saying. In your rules, is it like you must get back to this within 2 weeks, within a year, within 12 years?
Oh, well, obviously it'll have to be.
This is what I'm saying. What's the time frame?
Within a certain period of time, but it depends when it's allocated to an officer. But yeah, it will be within within a time frame of.
What is the time frame?
Roughly.
Well, it depends when it gets, because it takes different amount of times for investigations to be allocated. They get created, they get QA'd, quality and assurance, and then after that they're allocated to an investigating officer. I can't give you an exact length of time.
So what's the guidance time frame on your rules?
The guidance time frame.
There'll be a guidance time frame. Not everyone just do what they want.
Like I guess the time frame.
Well, no, it's not however long they want.
No, but that's what I mean. There's going to be boundaries here within your rules as to time frames, isn't there? It's not just an open-ended ticket to get back to me when you can be bothered. There'll be a set of rules which say you have to get back to the victim within X amount of time. Will it not?
Yeah, generally, yeah.
So what is that rule?
Well, it can vary. It can genuinely vary. So.
Could you actually give him some details so he can contact you later? Give him your details, because you took the record.
We're not going to give you personal details.
We're not giving you personal.
We'll give you the log number.
The log number?
Which I think I've already given you.
Has it been logged?
Oh, every record of contact.
At the moment, has it been logged?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you reassure the gentleman who lives there that the bailiff's not going to come back? Because he's under investigation now, technically. It's fear of intimidation now that it might return. Can you reassure that before you leave, just reassure him that the bailiff won't be coming back?
Short stuff, thank you.
Is that not something you could do? I'd say that was no comment.
We haven't been able to speak to him, have we?
Well, I'm sure now the bailiffs have gone, you'll be able to have a word. Because that's your job to reassure the public.
One of your representatives has assured me that they'll go speak to him, advise him, that he can call us, advise it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Honestly, your demeanour, I love it. We need a bit more demeanour like that. You'd help keep situations calm, as opposed to the attitude, especially.
Okay, we're going to be moving on.
What's contact details? What's your direct email?
We don't need a direct email.
Well, you'll have a job issued email. It'll be la@whatever
we don't
place
have to
UK.
provide you that at the moment.
Okay, so how do I contact?
You've got contact 101 and quite the long number.
So I'm assuming there won't be an investigating officer yet.
Not yet, no.
Okay. And what's the log number?
Did you?
It's 21.
21.
Sorry.
21.
Yeah.
5. 99.
No one's been obstructing anybody. It's just the conversation hasn't really finished.
No,
just
but obviously
away,
the highway is currently obstructed, isn't it? So
that's because your van's parked in the road. Look how your van's parked. That's an obstruction. Come on, man.
You come back, you know what the got, right? You've got all your names. Come on. Right, move off the highway now, please.
Yep, it's called a slow walk. Not obstruction if you're walking, are you?
Yeah.
It's turning round. Oh, God. Let the car past.
These videos surrounding house repossessions all have personal civil reasons why the people are in these situations. This 1 point factor for which is not the primary focus factor in these videos, because the primary focus factor in these videos are about the British justice system, the bailiffs, the police, and how communities could help each other surrounding these primary points of focus. This is not an advertisement for Telegram. Telegram is a free social media platform that like-minded people are using to reach out and connect. The main Telegram chat group at this time is Rapid Response Chat Group and easily searchable on the Telegram app. Available for computers, laptops and smart devices, there are also local towns and cities starting to form. Thousands of people are now connecting with their own local Rapid Response chat groups. For more information, you can reach out in the Rapid Response Chat Group on Telegram. I have also put some links in the video description that may be helpful for yourself. Going forward, I will be returning back to Birmingham in less than 7 days to cover another house eviction attempt. Not the one you've seen in this video, but a different one. Then within 14 days after that, I have a big challenge on my hands. I will be travelling south to somehow cover 2 evictions in 1 day, both scheduled to take place at the same time, approximately half a mile apart from each other. Thank you for watching, stay tuned, more to come.